So Wee Squeak is a fun shoe company for kids. It's just great little toddler shoes that squeak every time you take a step. And first of all, I saw how excited, when little ones tried them on in the store, how excited they were. And Wee Squeak was actually in more than 600 retail accounts, large and small, across North America. But as time went on, and as I would say, as the whole web business really took shape and was growing, we noticed that our wholesale business just kept dropping off, and it was harder and harder and more expensive to get our product into stores. And so it became a little bit of an issue, and for the first year ever, I still remember, I think it was 2013, our sales were down. And so at that time, the owners were actually looking to move on, and so I bought the company and thought, I'm going to take this opportunity to make this company a business that I can run from anywhere and that I can make highly profitable and really just shape it the way I want to be in control. Fast forward again another year, it took us a year to really transition. At the time, we had a small media site. The time we made that decision, so we transitioned into a Shopify store. So when we initially started selling online, I think I was just faced with two things, and it was getting the traffic and then figuring out a way to get people to actually buy from us. But you know, we worked on that and focused on it, and eventually that came. And then a few years later, I started really digging into how those sales happened and digging into Google Analytics. And that's really when I realized that mobile traffic, people who were shopping on their cell phones, just kept inching up. And that's where we started talking to Peter about, okay, what if we were to design this new website for Wee Squeak, and what if the only problem I wanted to solve was my mobile conversion rate? And so we started talking about that. What does that look like? How could we do that? What do we have to do? And I will tell you, the number one thing was that we designed it. Peter designed that website on an iPhone 6. Peter and I started talking about my issue, and he was talking about Blend and how he thought that perhaps he would attack a problem like that and what we could do. And so it didn't take long, maybe a few months. We decided that we would start from scratch and make a new website for Wee Squeak. And of course, one of the things, or the big thing we wanted to address, was our mobile conversion rate and our load times on mobile, everything around mobile. We weren't focused on anything desktop, it was all about mobile. One of the best things about working with Peter and working with Blend in general is that we had these meetings, these face-to-face meetings on Zoom, where he would pull up the screen and show me what the progress was on our site. We'd discuss certain issues, and so he would show me and literally walk me through what the experience was on an iPhone 6. The results were amazing, really. We saw a lift right away, as you know, because I was pretty excited and had to report back to Peter. Our mobile conversion rate went up, I think 26%. So that's a huge win. I mean, when you're talking about the amount of traffic that you have, even 10% changes everything. So 26% was huge. And then when we looked a year later, we looked at our overall sales, like our actual dollars generated from our mobile traffic, and our mobile sales were up 40%, which is huge for us. And and that was really just with one focused, concentrated action. It wasn't really changing anything else that we did. And so the result really validated my whole struggle to get there, realizing that I was going to fall behind. And then, the redesign was great. Peter was great, but I think everybody who's been down this path will tell you it's not ever smooth without its challenges process. You kind of have to manage your expectations, but the results were just amazing. It just really made me feel like it had put my business in a good place for the future. So my plans for the future are, it's exciting, and they've changed a little bit. Like many entrepreneurs, it was always my goal. Even when I bought Wee Squeak, I knew I would not own it forever, that I really wanted to grow it into a business that was profitable and paid some good incomes and that somebody else could buy and take to the next level. On December 31st, 2018, I sold the baby, which was happy and sad all at once. And so it was wonderful to know that I was heading over a company that was in great shape, was profitable, there was all kinds of opportunity for the future. The website was still fresh and converting better than ever. It was really converting better than ever. And so I have this other little project, this project that started out as a side project many years ago, but actually takes a lot of my time now. And it's called the Social Sales Girls. And that's, of course, where we teach other Shopify store owners how to build a business that pays them well, gives them location independence, but also a business that has profit in it, something that they can, it's a real asset that they could actually sell to. And the very best thing I could do for our audience, and maybe for me too, was to build another store. And we're calling the project the Roadmap to 50K because it's my intention to share the process, all of it, with anyone who's interested in following all the way from zero to our first 50K in sales. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think that's kind of the make it or break it time. It's a time where you can understand really what the challenges are going to be for your product and your audience, and really see where your opportunities are and where you have some weak spots. So I actually can't wait till the day that we reach the 50K, and you know, we've proven the concept really. We know where our opportunities are. We know what we have to fix. I can't wait to give the guys at Blend a call and really get started on designing another amazing website that'll actually be strategic and will help take that business to the next level.